Bro, like,
Yeah. R.A.W, man. It's crazy, man.
raw radio.
Y'all really don't know what be going on behind the scenes, man, with these Monday Night Raws or every time we get on this mic, man, to speak. You know, it's like, man, we going to war with our own inner thoughts, with society, with your thoughts, with your attention span of 2-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? It's like the homie, you know, we be talking before we get on air, people, man. We have like a little powwow with each other about what we gonna talk about. And as we talk and ramble, sometimes we record shows and re-record. Like, this is all off the top, people. We get off into some ideas and some thoughts, man, that, like, right now, we just hit some and came right back to this shit, man, because it's something that was on my heart and been on the homie heart, too, about, hey, stop the motherfucking violence, man. And that shit is so cliche, and we say it and we say it and we say it, right? But don't nobody do shit about it. And it's only because motherfuckers got a straight hand over a lot of people's mouths with this stop snitching shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't right, man. Because, man, if you cats run around here, and we, you know, it's in the news, a 19-year-old dude went up in the FedEx and shot up. At least that motherfucker went to where he had the problems with. You know what I'm saying? Now, people was in there innocent. Maybe some people who got hit, R.I.P. to them, probably pissed him off. He said, fuck it, well, while I'm in here, I'm going to get you. You know what I'm saying? But what a lot of times in our communities, neighborhoods, man, you little clowns, man, do not need none of the weaponry out here with these 30-round clips. Nigga, you ain't about to kill nothing but everybody who ain't got a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Then to stop the snitch culture, man, it's like you niggas, and I'm calling y'all what y'all is, man, because as we come on the verdict of this George Floyd thing, here we are again at this part where we wanting the jury to come back with a guilty for a white man killing a brother, right? But then it gives back to our society, man. When they look at us, man, they put it on TV to desensitize them from the shit. Because inside our own communities, we desensitize anyway. Niggas kill niggas all day. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, bro? On some real shit.
I totally feel you.
Over less.
Yeah,
and then go ahead.
If I could, I just got to say this. You know, the whole snitch word, a snitch, a rat, is two people or two or more people. If I do a crime with you and I get caught and I say your name, that's being a snitch. We are part of the same team and I ratted on you. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. But witnessing somebody kill an old lady across the street from you and you fucking locking that animal up ain't snitching on nobody. Mm-hmm. You know, if people are going to be a detriment to the community, they got to fucking go.
Yeah.
You know, listen, we all live that life, and I don't want to get too pumped up and curse too much and all that. So excuse me to our listeners, but I'm passionate about that because I was born and raised to love my people, to love my community, you know, to love the lineage that I come from. Mm-hmm. So it pains me to see this shit. And yeah, we did that. We lived that life, you know, when we were young. But at the same time, you know, first of all, the shooters are getting younger and younger. The guns are getting bigger and bigger. Mm-hmm. The drugs are getting stronger and stronger.
Damn.
And people are getting poorer and poorer, right? And mixed all that in that gumbo, and you got a fucking problem. But you know what? I believe in the no snitch culture, you know, even for the neighborhood. If it was dealt with honorably, you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't mind, you know, I've always said this when it comes to two, you know, underworld members, however you want to call them, whatever it is they may do, and the business that they may do together, and whatever happens amongst them, I'll keep my mouth closed. I didn't see shit, right?
Yeah.
But you're not gonna rob Miss Johnson, who we've been buying icy cups from her house for 10 years. You're not gonna rob her. You know what I mean? And no one says nothing. And okay, let's say we don't. Let's say no one says nothing, because I'm not a person that I've never been no rat. Like, so let's not. I can't say I'm just quick to call the police, but that person needs to be dealt with.
Yeah, and
you know
dealt
what I mean?
with. And man, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this straight up, on some real.
Yeah.
If I ever was in a situation on a mission or whatever, and something was about to crack, first of all, I ain't never been the one that would like let off all that over it. Man, who you got a problem with? If you can't go talk, if you can't go face to face with whoever you got an issue with, you ain't about to drag me into that. Because if you start, innocent bystanders, man, if a little 3-year-old, 7, anybody who wasn't involved in your shit get hit, yeah, like you said, hey, man, nigga, we might as well go turn ourselves in. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't live.
Right, exactly.
If you look at and this is how crazy. Because if you look at, and I'm gonna bring it back down to so y'all can get a visual of this shit. If you look at that last episode of Snowfall, and I don't know, you only watched that shit, but Leon killed the little kid. You know what I'm saying? Fucked him up. Still fucked up about it. You feel me? That a lot of people are passionate about like retaliation at that point. You know what I'm saying? Their mama want to get you, their cousin, their brother. Everybody want to get you when it comes to kids. But it don't even need to get that far. You feel me? That, man, put the fucking guns down and realize that that one thing can change your whole life path forever. Because what if somebody do get hit that ain't a part of what you got going? How can you live with that? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Straight
You
up,
know
man.
what? I think a lot of it is, people got to know their lane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of people got to know, they got to know their lanes. I think back in the day, it was a lot less, it is a lot less normal guys with guns.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? The gangsters had the guns, so the gangsters used the guns accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But now everybody's got guns. Everybody's in a gang. See, a gang is a subgroup of your neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So let's say you got a neighborhood full of 100, probably 10, 15 would be gang members, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to 2020, neighborhood out of 100, 50%.
Man,
Or
200% of them
members.
niggas is gang members.
Exactly.
This shit is
exactly.
becoming a fad to become. Hey, shout out to all the, the real ones out there. I know y'all listening and y'all real on y'all. But if you can't have the structure inside your own shit, man, you got to go back and get your shit back. You feel me? Like, hey, who the fuck is you? Like, you can't walk up into Walmart and act like a Walmart employee, nigga. They gonna come. Who are you? When did you get hired? Nah, fuck that. You give me your uniform, nigga. You gotta leave here. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing, man. You gotta have structure inside, man, because everybody ain't being themselves, man. And all you youngsters, man, even the old heads, whoever listening, man, you gotta understand that as a man. I'm talking to the man right now. You get emotional, man. You'll make an emotional decision. Because a lot of you are intoxicated half the time when you do this. You know what I'm saying? But how many niggas in jail right now crying themselves to sleep? They don't want to tell you that kind of shit. Knowing they made a bad mistake, man. That one time. Yeah. You feel me? Like, man, think about that shit. When I first got my little toy, I was young. I was about 15 when I grabbed my first burner, man. I was like, man, I had to sit down in the room and check myself, my attitude, my mind frame. I knew I was in a different environment, and all the cats around me didn't have this. You feel me? So
Yeah.
I couldn't be a wild, like, man, you looked at me wrong? All that. I couldn't do all that. At first, I kept it a secret. You feel me? Nobody knew nothing. But I checked myself and my mind and my whole attitude behind what's respect, what's disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Half the shit I thought I was mad about, I really wasn't mad about. You know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of you clowns is pulling out these guns and y'all doing it because the people around y'all trying to impress each other. And then guess what? Some people don't take getting a gun pulled on them lightly. They will come back and you will have to answer for that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta walk away, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Another thing is it's like Pop said on Friday. You can't be scared to take an ass whooping.
Hell no.
If you're in the streets, take a couple beatings. You know, take a couple beatings so you learn how to give them out, and then you'll be less tempted to shoot a gun. See, another thing I think is a big problem is, you know, you got all these video games and all sorts of stuff that is desensitized the young as to how guns work and all these things. On one side, with a lot of white families, you have a lot of kids that go to gun ranges. You know what I mean? And on the, I won't say black. I don't want to say black and white, but let's say poor, and in a poor black neighborhood, these shorties are desensitized to what these guns do. You know, and it takes the men to show the boys, hey, if you shoot this gun, look what it does to, and you know what I mean? Put a watermelon in front of that mug and shoot that. And you see what that does? So you can get hurt by these types of things.
Yeah.
And it trains the young's mind to say, yeah, this, you know, maybe I don't want to shoot this person because I see that, you know, it's a big difference when that shorty thinks that head is going to explode when he's shooting something versus, oh, the person's just going to fall. You know, movies will desensitize you. People think you get shot and you just, I'm dying. You fall slowly to the ground and that's it. You know, they don't talk about the guts and the blood that comes out and the organs that come out and the person wiggling when they're dying and calling for their mama and just all sorts of things. You know what I mean? And that's what happens. Like you said, you know, people gotta calm themselves down, and brothers, take that breath. Just take that count to 10 or whatever. You know what I mean? And understand, you know.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
It is what it is.
Man, I'm gonna tell brother right now. This is how you want to treat these guns, man. Leave that motherfucker at home for a day if you can. Now I know some people did some shit in some situations where you can't. Think about the next time somebody pissed you off. If you think about the FedEx dude, he had to go home, think about that shit all day, come back the next day and do what he had. Man, half the time you would get to the crib and you probably forget about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or you be like, man, that shit ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you make a split second decision before you even have a chance to decide about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man, but we don't want to harp on this shit too longer, man, but we got a George Floyd thing. Fuck that.
Real quick.
A bigger thing.
Real quick, not to cut you, but if I can make a recommendation for anybody who hears this, especially you brothers, especially you hot-headed brothers, a good way to keep your mind fresh as far as how to maneuver. Whenever you sitting back and you relax and you pop on YouTube and turn on Locked Up. Mm-hmm. Turn on all them prison shows. I do that sometimes as a reminder of why I don't want to be locked up. And that's why I carry myself in the way of, you know, staying out the way of, I have no time for jail. I have no, you know, I don't have time for it. And so I feel like, you know, to many of you young cats, it's kind of like scare yourself straight. And it's not about, the prison rape and all that stuff. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the loss of freedom.
Man.
To pay attention to that loss of freedom. Pay attention to what they are saying from jail. Because I've never seen a person in jail, and I've never talked to a person that was in jail that told me how great it was and how they want to go back. Not one.
That part, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up, bro.
So I say that to brothers, man. You want to, when you get a chance, start watching those locked up shows, Locked Down or any name. They got a 1,000 of them, and listen to all those dudes that are sitting in cells talk to you. I can't talk to you and tell you to stay out of jail. I can't, no one else can talk to you. Listen to the people that are in jail and see what they say. And when you do feel like you're going to make a bad move or you're going to make a bad decision, whatever it may be, think of those people. And if you still choose to go that route, then God bless. But
one thing gonna fuck them up is when they hear about the amount of numbers they give you. Man, niggas don't even live that long. You know what I'm saying? Talking about 65 years on a murder. You know what I'm saying? So, man, on a lighter note, man, listen, let's switch the pace right here. As the music coming in, it's like the last minute of church. You know how that go. But anyway, on a lighter note, man, I want to R.A.W, man, we want to start giving back to small businesses. So I reached out to a young lady who got BBG statements, man. I'm gonna put this link in the description below. She sells statement pieces, earrings, man, little costume jewelry, nothing major, man. So I reached out to her. I wanted to help her out. And my OG, man, she always tell me about this. She listened to the live everything. She like, send me some money so I could buy some earrings. So I decided to reach out to a young lady and send her some money, man, to give away some earrings. So if y'all want to tune into that'll be on Thursday. I'll leave a link at 7. She, it's a fun time for the ladies, man. I watched it a couple times myself. And she gonna be on there, man, sponsored by R.A.W, man. So we ain't just talking about this shit. We doing it, man. We putting our money where our mouth is. We gonna support you. If you got something going, leave it in the description. We gonna support it. We gonna try to blow it up. And stop the motherfucking violence, man. R.A.W, we out.